And let's be honest, I'm constantly talking on this channel about how I'm humble, about how I'm an average guy, but I've been lying. I actually have a superpower. Hey guys, Matt McKeever here. So it's been a while since we just kind of sat down and had a chat, and so I figured I'd kind of talk you through a recent experience I had. So just this past weekend, I closed on a new property, and it was actually quite a frustrating experience. The seller was very frustrating, very unreasonable and unwilling to work with me, and just wasn't really providing a lot of information. And I definitely found myself getting frustrated by this process, and at a couple different points in time, I just needed to kind of step back, take a breath, and really think things through before I did something drastic or said something I was going to regret. And that led me to the realization that I've never actually sat down with you guys and told you what I consider to be truly the most important success factor, the most important key to my success to this point. And let's be honest, I'm constantly talking on this channel about how I'm humble, about how I'm an average guy, but I've been lying. I actually have a superpower. And it's an unusual superpower. It doesn't involve flying, I can't see through walls, nothing that you're going to read about in a comic book, but it's a superpower nonetheless, and I think it's extremely important to becoming successful. And that superpower is eating shit.
This shit is delicious.
Seriously, not literally eating shit, but being humble, having no ego, and just really not focusing on things that don't matter. Far too many people, myself at times included, get caught up in minutia and details. So we want to take offense to different situations. And what we need to remember is, first of all, there's a 99.9% chance that no one woke up today deciding, you know what? I really want to fuck Matt McKeever over. It just doesn't happen. I'm not important enough. And so honestly, the most critical thing to your success that you can do, in my opinion, is to be humble. It's to eat shit. And now I know some people are going to think that what I'm saying here is simply to be a doormat and walked all over all the time. And I'm not saying that per se, but what I am saying is eat shit. Honestly, 99% of the time, things don't matter. Understand what's truly critical to success and focus on that, and the rest of the stuff is seriously just noise. Don't get caught up in the drama. Honestly, have no ego. In my opinion, the easiest and most guaranteed path to success is to have no ego. It's to eat shit. I mean, if you're truly gifted and you're a savant, fine. Stop watching this video. I don't even know why you're watching my YouTube video to begin with. But if you're an average dude or dudette, you definitely need to learn to eat shit. You need to learn to be humble, because otherwise you're going to overlook opportunities and you're going to be constantly burning bridges. Never burn a bridge if you can simply close it down. You have no idea 5 years from now if that bridge is going to be valuable or not. And so honestly, I do my best, and I think I'm above average, far above average at eating shit and being humble. And it's probably weird to say that, to brag about being humble in a video where I'm saying I'm humble. That's super meta, eh? Anyways, what I am saying is, honestly, if you're just average and you know you're average, then you need to get good at eating shit if you want to get to the top. And the nice thing is, the thing about eating shit is, it's all about just reframing your mental outlook on something. So remember, 99% of the stuff doesn't matter. What mattered this weekend to me was closing on this deal and getting my crew guys in there as fast as possible so that we could turn it around, fix it up, get reappraised, pull our money out, and go and buy the next property. That's my MO. That's my main mission here. Don't let anything else get in the way of that. So, you know, the owner's being a dick. He won't give me the keys. He's being difficult on the closing day. You know, he's not being overly open with information and just sharing the way that I would if I was the seller. So what? None of that's going to critically impact my closing on this property. None of it's going to critically impact my getting this deal done and moving on to the next one. So at times this weekend, I found myself really frustrated and kind of venting to a few close friends. And honestly, I shouldn't have even been doing that. I should have just been eating the shit and have a smile on my face, because at the end of the day, I bought this property. I know I'm going to make money off of it, and that's all that really matters. That was the point of buying this property. The point wasn't to make friends with the seller, it wasn't to become his BFF, and it wasn't to buy a property off of a nice or good person. The goal was to buy a property undervalued, fix it up, pull out my equity, and move on to the next project. And so I need to really focus on that. I need to really remember that factor, because otherwise I might have burned a bridge this weekend that I didn't need to burn. Who knows? The person I bought the property off of, he owns other properties. He may know other property owners. And that's the case with everyone you're going to deal with in business. And it's just such a better business principle to remember the fact that you don't need to take things personally. And it makes things so much easier when you remember that 99.9% of the time, no one woke up today deciding to fuck you over. Even those that did, they probably didn't decide to fuck you over the individual. They didn't decide to fuck over Matt McKeever. They decided to fuck over their landlord, or they decided to fuck over their employer, or they decided to fuck over their customer or client. They still weren't actually even trying to hurt me, the individual. They were just hurting a more generic, more blobbish thing, right? They were fucking over not a person, they were just fucking over, like I said, a landlord, a client, a customer, whatever. They weren't actually trying to fuck me over personally. And that's really important to remember, because that way you won't take these incidences and these insults and these unpleasantness personally. Because there's no value in taking it personally. Honestly, like I said again, if you're truly gifted, you can completely ignore this advice. But if you're not and you want to succeed, I think the easiest and most guaranteed path to success is to eat shit. And now, I'm not saying just be a doormat all the time and let people walk all over you, but what I am saying is that you need to be really cognizant of when it matters, right? If someone maybe charges you an extra $1 a square foot on something, but you're only getting 20 or 100 square feet of it, is it a huge issue? I don't think it is, guys. Again, you really got to figure out on what's extremely important to your success and only focus on that. Everything else is just noise, and ignore it. Because seriously, if you're going to be a successful individual, you're too busy for bullshit, you're too busy for drama, you're too busy for feuds. I'm always trying to make sure that, I guess at the end of the day, I don't even want to sell myself, I want my network selling me. So I'm always trying to give 51, take 49. I want it to be to the point where everyone says about Matt McKeever, you know what? That guy makes his partners and the people that do business with him money. And that's why you have partners, and that's why you get into businesses, to make money. And I want to be known as the guy that's helpful, the guy that just gets shit done, the guy that doesn't get into screaming matches, the guy that doesn't take it personally, the guy that's willing to move on. And so if someone is constantly, if it does feel like someone's actively trying to fuck you over, if someone's actively feeding you more and more shit, then what you do is, instead of burning that bridge and telling them to go fuck themselves, which is going to make you feel good for a second, instead you just close down that bridge. You simply walk away from the situation. You stop doing business with them. And honestly, other people in your network are going to notice. They're going to say, hey, are you still using Bob the contractor? And you're going to say, nah, I don't think that he was the right fit for me. And the people in your network are going to know that you're an honest, reputable individual, if that's what you've always been. And if they see that you don't want to do business with that person, there's a good chance they're going to question whether that person has the same business values as you. And the people in my network all have the same business values as me. And if you don't, we don't burn the bridge, we just close it. And maybe down the road, you learn to play nice with others and we'll let you back in. But if you can't, we won't. And that's kind of the key. So I'm not saying be a doormat, but I am saying if it doesn't matter, just eat the shit today. Figure it out tomorrow. And if it seems like someone's constantly feeding you too much shit, then close down that bridge. But don't take things personally, because no one woke up today trying to fuck you over. At least I literally believe in my entire life, no one woke up and decided at that moment, you know what, Matt McKeever, I'm gonna fuck him over. So, I don't know, tell me, what do you guys think in the comment section? Do you agree with me? Is eating shit a superpower? And if so, is it the key to success? Particularly if you're not gifted? I think it is. But I'd love to hear your opinions in the comment section. And until next time, remember, making money is a team sport. There's more than enough of it out there for us to all make it. So let's just go make some money. And don't forget to save it. Thanks. Bye. Oh, and quick bonus points. Try eating shit in your personal life too. Instead of when like an aunt or a grandparent or your parent, just when they try and like, just, you know, twist the knife a little bit into you, rather than engaging them in whatever silly feud or argument they want to bring up, just move past it. Just refuse to engage in that. That's my preference. You know, if someone's doing something that's truly wrong, stand up against it. But if it's something that doesn't matter, if it's just noise, ignore it. Focus on what is important. Bye. If you haven't subscribed, do me a huge favor and click that beautiful subscribe button. I'll throw it up right there. And YouTube wants you to check out this video. Otherwise, thanks for taking the time to watch, guys.
Glenn, this is a court order. It says you can't eat shit anymore.